Hello and welcome to week 4 of the Cub Scout Network, coming to you from Central Florida Council. I'm Mr. Richard.
And I'm Mr. Chris. We're real excited about the content we're here for the Cub Scout Network this week. As a reminder, we're going to say it each and every week. If you have some cool videos or great pictures of your Cub Scouts in action here in Central Florida, please email them to CSN. Again, that's Cub Scout Network, CSN at cflscouting.org. And we'll be able to showcase our Cub Scouts here in Central Florida on the next coming episodes.
Yeah, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That way we can keep providing this awesome content for you as a parent, a den leader, or a unit leader right here in Central Florida, with all this content being created just for you. So, Chris, what do you got about this week and earning a cool badge?
Very cool badge indeed. This is called the Recruiter Badge. Over the next couple of weeks, we're going to have lots and lots of new Cub Scouts joining our Cub Scout packs here in Central Florida. And our Cub Scouts, the Cub Scouts that are currently enrolled in Cub Scouting, have a unique opportunity to earn this Cub Scout Recruiter Badge. It was developed by the Boy Scouts of America a couple of years ago, and all the Cub Scout has to do is invite his or her friends, his or her relatives, and have them join up to have fun and exciting times in Cub Scouts, and they get this really cool looking patch. So we're excited about offering opportunities for our best recruiters, our own Cub Scouts, to recruit their additional people into their den. So, Richard, What is an exciting thing about recruitment?
Yeah, so my favorite part about recruitment is getting to spend time with those friends, and the Recruiter's Badge is a nice, easy way to incentivize that for your kid or your den or your pack to earn it. They're available right here at the Scout Shop or scoutshop.org, so you can get all the information. So,
absolutely,
I think the next thing we're gonna have a video coming up here about the brightest, the most electric, the shining star of our Central Florida Council program throughout the year.
And we're ready to showcase Lightfest 2020. So please, without further ado, watch this amazing showcase of the best holiday light show here in Central Florida.
Christmas season is upon us, and that means it's time to search for all of the festive holiday traditions around town. Today is the official start of the Space Coast Lightfest, where you can walk or drive through over 3 million holiday lights. The Space Coast Lightfest is a holiday-themed drive-through event transforming Wickham Park into a virtual winter wonderland. This family-oriented celebration features shimmering lights and animated displays that draws out more than 15,000 vehicles annually. In addition to this, there are hay rides, festive photo rooms with Santa, and an elaborate miniature Christmas village filled with hundreds of holiday decorations. The grand finale of your journey is passing through this tunnel exploding with light. Mark your calendars and come experience Christmas here on Florida Space Coast.
Wow. That's amazing. I know me and my family go every single year to Lightfest. Richard, do you go to Lightfest?
Yes, I always go. Sometimes I take my dog with me in the car. Sometimes I don't. Depends on her attitude that day.
Yeah. There's also lots of other things besides the car ride to do that, like you saw. There's hay rides. You can see Santa. Lots of different things. But please make sure, like Lightfest, you can have it go to its Facebook page, like it, and have a great time in Lightfest 2020.
Absolutely. And there's a stroll night where you can walk through the lights. There's a 5K. There's a whole bunch of other things that are happening with that event. And speaking of virtual stuff and watching things and doing all the cool stuff, I want to showcase this week's adventure, which is a Weeblos adventure. It is called Cast Iron Chef. And a cool part about what you can do with this badge is when you do it at home, it requires your scout to make a meal, plan a meal, and make a meal for the entire family. Talk about the different tools they're using, this, that, and the other. And what one pack did recently was they had everyone come together and they cooked their meals during the day, and then they all sat down on a Zoom call and they all ate their meals, showcased their meals, and did like a show and tell on this is what I cooked, this is how I cooked it, and they had a really good time sharing some recipes.
Very fun and exciting. One thing they should do is, and I have to be honest with everyone, we had to take a second take of this because we had this unbelievably big wasp. Yes. Right here in the Central Florida Cub Scout studio. And it was the biggest thing I've ever seen. I know both Richard and I both have worked camp staff before. We've seen some pretty big wasps.
Yes.
And you've probably never seen two guys built like me and Richard get up as quick as possible and almost reach the ceiling and run around to try to. We haven't found it yet.
And episode 4, this is the first time we had to do a second take.
So yeah, they need to come up with a virtual experience to get. Sorry guys,
yeah.
I know we're going off topic.
That was kind of scary there for a minute.
There's been a lot of communication and discussion about the National Council putting together a collaboration of helps for virtual den experiences for your dens and your Cub Scout packs. I'm happy to say that we've got the link. We're going to showcase it here on the Cub Scout Network. And Richard, I know I've been hearing about this for a long time. I'm very excited to see what they've put together videos from the entire country, dens and pack submitted things to help every den leader with the different adventures for different ranks. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, this thing is going to be game changer, not just for right now during these times, but also going forward. We now have resources that den leaders can look at, utilize in a virtual setting, or if they're in person, to get the help that they need to really showcase what our scouting adventures are. And they're going to be, every rank is going to have a bunch of videos that are relatively short and awesome for your scouts to use.
So let's make sure and showcase this, and I hope you enjoyed as much as we do. So Richard, you see this? This is actually pretty cool. And what's going to happen is if you go to cflscouting.org, on the top page there's a link that says Cub Scouting from Home. We're going to make sure we have this link to the website, to that website, prominently placed so you can go to cflscouting.org and go to Cub Scouting from Home and find this webpage. But it's got a whole bunch of den leader tips and rank overview videos, some scout book hacks, which is pretty cool for scout book. And then here we go, crowdsourced den leader virtual resources. So every single rank, you see Richard, has about 7 or 8 different cool videos that correspond with different adventures.
Yeah, my favorite one is on the Tiger one. They actually have one that's a professional magician talking about doing magic tricks. So it's the one that's in the middle there right now. That one is fantastic. They're bringing in experts to help teach your kids these type of adventures.
That's amazing. And they also have different ones for wolves and bears, Weeblos, and don't forget our aero lights. We have a whole bunch of different videos for each one of the ranks. So I'm really happy that we were able to provide this. We're going to make sure and post this as much as possible in the next communications that we send out from the Central Florida Council. But again, please go to this website. If you go to cflscouting.org and click on the Cub Scouting from Home link, you will find a way to get to this webpage, and we'll continue to promote this webpage link out to you directly as well.
Yeah, and I think it's really important to highlight too, on the top they have the Bobcat badge overview, which is important to send to all of our new kids that are going to be joining over the next couple weeks or months, because we want all of them to start with their Bobcat award.
Absolutely. So again, more resources. We're very excited this has been able to be published, and we look forward to trying to provide some great things and ideas for you. If you have any questions or comments or new ideas that you come up with, again, please remember to email CSN, Cub Scouting Network, CSN at cflscouting.org. Thank you so much.
One thing I did want to mention real quick before we go into Chris with some the Scout Shop item of the week, but we have the youth protection reminder. Just so everyone's aware, 2 years ago when they updated the youth protection training videos and everything online, everyone retook it about this time. So that means it's getting ready to expire. So please, I know we're not really meeting as much with the packs and everything. Make sure all of your unit leaders have started to retake that youth protection, so they're all trained, and so that when recharter happens here coming up, you don't have to worry about tracking down people to get that youth protection. But that's the boring part. Now on to the fun part. Chris, what do we have from the Scout Shop this week?
Look at these items. We got some cool Cub Scout hats from the Scout Shop. This one is pretty nifty. It's a classic Cub Scout logo, and it talks about how Cub Scouts have been around since 1930, so that was really cool. And then we also have a really cool one that's kind of more of a runner's hat, it seems like, and this is a gray hat with kind of some pink overlay, looking exciting for a lot of our Cub Scouts to have. Again, we're going to try to showcase a item for our Scout Shop every single week. If you can't make it to the Scout Shop, if you go to scoutshop.org, you'll be able to get the cool information and see some of the deals they're going to have. Every week we'll cover this, like I said. Looking forward to all the new cool things the Scout Shop is going to come up with.
Yeah, and you don't need to be a runner to get one of those runner hats. I know this one's technically one of those runner's hats, and I'm safe to say I don't do that much running. But absolutely, and those are all on sale right now. They're on sale until they run out of all those hats, so make sure you go check it out and get one of the hats. They're actually really incredibly affordable right now. I believe that's all we have for episode 4, Chris.
Yeah, I think so. We're looking forward to episode 5 in the Central Florida Cub Scout Network, where we're going to showcase, we're actually going to do an in-depth interview with the Scout Shop manager, David Bonjour. We're actually going to go over to the Scout Shop so we can showcase all the different items, literature, and things that are available to you as leaders and also to our Cub Scouts. And we're going to talk about our virtual Cub Halloween component we're going to do at Camp Lenoci. This isn't replacing our traditional Halloween. It's just another way to provide scouting to everyone possible.
Yeah, and the Cub Halloween links are open right now for you to start registering for your family. So I'm super excited to see what scary and cool adventures we can do this October. So with that, remember to like, share, subscribe, send emails over to csn@cflscouting.org. But until next time, I'll see you on the scouting trail.
See you. Thank you so much for joining us.